We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, faithful acolytes, we take a look at this. Before we begin today, I'd just like to mention that the product being discussed in this video comes courtesy of Roger at Burn Your Tongue. So major shout out to Roger for providing the product you're about to see today. Burn Your Tongue is a purveyor of fine, spicy products cleverly hidden in the Newgate Mall in Ogden, Utah. It's probably my favorite physical hot sauce shop, and I think it's the best of its kind. If you're within a 100-mile radius of Ogden, Utah, and you care at all about this type of thing, I definitely encourage you to drive and make the visit. It is well worth your time. Roger also has a Facebook page, which I'll put in the description below. Feel free to check him out there. And what this is from carnitas. It is Huhu Pina. And you can see it's separated a little bit there, but once we agitate it, good bit of peppers floating around in there. Now, I think this is I want to say it's habanero, but there's also a cayenne pepper. So let's just take a look, shall we? We'll come back to this. We'll come back to the copy. Let's look at the ingredients first. Pineapple, smoked yellow bell pepper, apple cider vinegar, apple lime juice, agave nectar, water, salt, gochugaru pepper, habanero pepper, salt, cumin, ginger, marjoram, and celery seed. And over here we have, obviously, it's a very, very, very complex pineapple habanero. So he gave it space science to make great sauce, and there is a hotter version of this that it's called Diablo, I think, or something like that. I will be looking for that as well, so keep your eyes peeled to see if that comes up. And so here's this, and so on Hawaiian pizza, I did not actually enjoy it. Actually, on no pizza, just because of the cumin presence. But al pastor would be, again, it's a problem that I have though, because a lot of restaurants, even before this COVID thing, a lot of them could be dicey prospects, and I don't feel there's any restaurants that I trust right now to have an appropriate level of cleanness. And I mean that in more of a viral sense, I guess. And I understand, they say, well, it's airborne and so on and so forth. That is accurate. However, the good al pastor places that I know of are either not open or I just, a lot of them are family places and there's kids running around and stuff. And I don't have a problem with that normally. And these times I do. So what I've decided to do is actually do what is, we'll call it COVID al pastor. It won't be al pastor. I don't have a trompo. I wish I did. Okay, so let's take a look at this. A little chunky. A lot chunky, maybe. Oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no, oh, no. You can see beautiful bits in there. It's more of I'd say it's more of a light beige tan, maybe a light tan color. And you can see it likes to separate. That is actually, I think, probably how this sauce was always going to go, because it's really difficult. There's no emulsifiers in it. And when you have this kind of disparate, like pineapple will not want to liquefy especially well, as anyone who's ever used it has surely observed. So, all right, let's take a whack at this. Pineapple, cumin, a little bit of sourness from the lime juice. very, very moderate heat. There's almost no heat at all. And the after effect is definitely pineapple-y, which I like. I think flavor-wise, if I would have found this sauce when I was just encountering cumin for the first time, I probably would have been doing backflips. It just, right now, though, I've had it so much, it's kind of one of those spices that I just am not feeling the love for, I guess, anymore. It's way down in the ingredient list, but it's way up in the taste profile. And I don't like cumin. I would never put that on a pizza, for instance. And I like it. A little goes a super long way with me. I guess that's the best way I can put it. But, so, we have our tortillas. And I've got here a little bit of crumbled crema. And so this is as close as I could find to carnitas. It is, I'll show you here. It is pork carnitas from Kroger. And kind of take a look at this. So it's not going to be great. I mean, I think we're pretty sure about that, but just get chunks of meat out here. And we're just going to, we'll just do this. And, ooh, a little warm. Maybe, in fact, let's do these a little bit bigger. So you get some here that'll work. Put that in there. And what else is in here? Get one of these. Ooh. We could probably split that one and be okay. Okay. So there is seasoning on these, but it's really moderate. This is very, very overall low spice. There's not a whole ton of spice to this. So, but you know, of course, if you get al pastor, that is also spice. So let's put that over there. And let's get this out of the way. Okay. So we're gonna throw some of this on there. This is gonna be with a sauce that we're just gonna use for the al pastor. I have had some really good sauces though at restaurants. I've never actually had a fruit-based sauce, oddly enough. So I'm kind of excited. And let's finishing touch this thing with just a little bit of crumbly crema cheese here on top. Don't want to go too crazy with that. Okay, so give you a good look. These are COVID al pastor-ish tacos, and let's just get right into that. These look really good. I could put some bits of cilantro on there too. I'm not a fan of that. It does mesh very well with this. This one actually, in fact, I'm losing the flavor, so let's just throw a little bit more on there. It works well with the crema too. Having a mile like this, I mean, it's good. You can use a lot of it. I mean, al pastor is one of my very, very favorite Mexican foods. And you know, I miss it. I I miss shawarma too. It's another one. But this, I mean, it's more like carnitas tacos, I think I would have to say. But I do like it a lot. It makes me miss the actual al pastor even more. But it's a very, very light and refreshing. I really think this is actually quite good in this setting. So if you're going to tune a sauce that much, I mean, it has to really work with that food, and I think this one does. And then the question becomes, do I keep a sauce just for one type of food that at this point I haven't had in about a year? And realistically, it's late 2020 as I film this. Realistically, I don't think I'll be having that food again until next year sometime. I probably will be out of the sauce by then. I kind of think I should have put cilantro on this now though, but it's still good. This is quite tasty. It's no al pastor, but you know, building like an al pastor taco and then using carnitas. As sad as it makes me to say it, is probably the next best thing at this point. So, if you like or you tolerate cumin a whole lot better than I do, this is a really good. I mean, this is actually, there's a lot going on in here, and you can get little bits of subtlety as you go through. This definitely seems like it is something where somebody who either is a chef or really wants to be a chef came up with this. And I think the temptation is to just say, okay, pineapple habanero, that's a chicken dipping sauce. That's maybe something you would put on a pizza. It's a sweet hot. And this one really defies that. It is not, it might be not good at any of those things. I don't really like it on chicken strips. I didn't like it on pizza. And it's the cumin. The cumin, there's just too much of it for me personally. But it does work very well in this setting with pork. Pork is one of the few ingredients in Mexican dishes that I don't mind a little bit of fruit with, a little bit of sweet. I would not eat this with beef tacos, for instance. This actually be really quite good on fish tacos as well. And that is another application I will be trying at some point in the future. But it's such a narrow spectrum where I would use this sauce. I think that's kind of the main takeaway I'm getting out of this. So, but there it is, my very first sauce. The company that starts with a K, oddly enough. Karma sauce, Huhu Pina. Now go forth in peace to serve the flame.